Hello everyone. I've got to say that last week's Turn It Up Thursday could not have been better timed because I've spent most of this morning dealing with sets of uncontrollable factors that have forced me to change plans. But as a good balancer, I simply focused on what I could control and still got my shit done. But on to the topic of this week's Turn It Up Thursday, and it's a more sensitive topic, definitely a lot more broad. There's a million ways I can take this, but the simple message is to remember that the truth sets you free. Now, that's been said in various different forms by various different people, but I think the crux of the matter really comes down to believing what's actually true instead of believing what you want to believe. There's the quote from the Polar Express by the hobo when he's talking to the hero boy. And he says 3 words: seeing is believing. And I think that's something that we've kind of lost in translation with the spread of technology, social media, and the various different news sources trying to get us to lean a specific direction. And I think the seeing part is what's definitely been overlooked because our brains are programmed to want to accept and deny certain things. And when we do see things, they automatically process as something we want to accept or deny beforehand. And I've had to come to terms with this myself recently, learning that things that were presented to me, that I viewed them, how I digested them, how I processed them, it was all set up a certain way and not really as it seemed on the surface. And after that initial moment of, okay, what the F? How did I fall for that? I've learned to accept it as part of my past and move forward knowing that the truth will indeed set me free. And one example of how it's already mentally move along is with the NBA Finals. I dislike the Boston Celtics. I dislike pretty much everything about the city of Boston after living there for 4 years. But just letting things be and seeing that Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown are objectively a good duo on a basketball team, and that the Celtics overall are a well-oiled machine. I don't have to fight anything internally. I don't have to put anything out there that may not be true just based on emotions. I just see what I see on the court. I believe that they do well, obviously showing in the win column, and at the time of filming this being 1 win away from the NBA Finals. So that truth sets me free. And to close out this video, I think I'll leave you with another thing that I've taken away from this recent phenomenon and experience. And that's to remember that there aren't really any heroes in the mainstream. And that's because as long as these public figures are tied to some sort of sponsorship, partnership, you name it, there's always some sort of external interests involved in their decision making. And even if we don't want to believe it, it influences how they act and how we perceive them. So I hope this helps you deal with whatever you're dealing with mentally. I hope you start seeing things and believing what you see. And hopefully the truth will set you free because of it. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching. And of course, be balanced.